What would you think if I told you that live streaming is not just another social media platform, but a tool to gain access to an unfiltered world where we can experience authentic connections with anyone, anywhere? And what if these connections would move us to action collectively? Now, you may recall, in 2009, there was an election in Iran. We were following the election with a group of friends, and one of our friends is from Iran. He told us that there were protests happening in Iran and that these protests had to do with the election. So some YouTube videos started showing up about the protests, and we wanted to share these with the news media in the US. Well, when we decided to send these videos to the news media in the US, they told us they couldn't use them. We were shocked at this, and it was because the videos and the protests, they weren't vetted, and there was no guarantee that they actually came from Iran. This was really a problem that we didn't realize existed. So we started to think, what if there was a way for us to share these protests without having to upload video, with no lag or delay? If these videos were live streamed, then the message would already reach the world. And there would be no reason for us not to use them, even if the phones or the filming equipment that had been used to film it had been confiscated. So we started to envision pins dropping on a map, showing exactly where these protests were happening. And we thought, well, this way there would be no reason for the news media not to use them because they were already GPS verified. So I want to fast forward to 2012 and tell you guys what we came up with. So when you arrive in our app, you see a map interface, which shows exactly where live videos have happened. You can watch live videos within the last 24 hours, and you can also filter by live pins only, by following, or by popular pins. And the best part of all, though, is because you can be in California, in Paris, or in Iceland, or anywhere else in the world for that matter, watching and interacting with what's going on all within 5 minutes. Since we launched this app, it's been used or checked out by thousands of people worldwide who really want to bring awareness to various issues. So one of our first live citizen journalists live streamed a video showing a message that said, "Free Rafe." Now, Rafe Badawi is a 31-year-old blogger who's currently serving a 10-year prison sentence in Saudi Arabia. He was convicted of promoting liberal thoughts on his website, and unfortunately has been sentenced to receive 1,000 lashes. Live streaming is a popular platform for sharing political views. And not too long ago, we had another citizen journalist, this time in South Africa, who wanted to share his views about the Greek financial crisis. But how can live streaming help us facilitate discussions about sustainability? Al Gore held a 2-day training event in Toronto called the Global Climate Reality Project. The climate reality presentations teach and educate people about climate change. And they also build a network of local climate activists who work hard in their communities and their countries demanding solutions. And after this 2-day of training was followed by the Day of Action. And the Day of Action was live streamed because we wanted to bring global awareness to climate change, but also allow people that couldn't attend to interact with the event as it's happening. You see, the more red pins showing on the map signals that something really important is happening right here and right now. And it entices people to listen into it. See, your individual live streams together with a group really amplifies your message. But there's a lot of already awareness about climate change and sustainability, right? But how can live streaming help bring about change? Because that's what we're here for. Live streaming allows you to see from the inside out. For example, there might be a farmer who can't sell crops to big industry because the tomatoes aren't red enough or the oranges aren't round enough. And people are really demanding cosmetically perfect looking food. Now, this is a lot of food that's going to waste. A recent study found that between 30 to 50% of food that's produced worldwide never makes it onto a plate. That's a lot of food. And not to mention the water that's used to grow this food that goes to waste. And that's about 550 cubic meters of water that's wasted growing that food. Now, if this farmer were to live stream this crop, then maybe someone could offer to buy it and use it for good elsewhere. Or if enough people support the farmer, then a grocery store might choose to buy imperfect food and sell it to the consumer. Now, let's say you're moving, okay? And you have a lot of old electronic devices that are ready for recycling. All you really have to do is live stream. And maybe someone might need your old devices, and they see that you're in the neighborhood, and they'll come by and pick it up. Or let's say you're moving to and from Aruba. You have a lot of really nice things, but you can't take them all with you. And let's say you don't have time to line up a buyer or even give it to charity. All you have to do is live stream. And if someone can use what you no longer need, then you've done the world and that person a great generosity. Live streaming is really opening new doors. And here's how. We're going to be able to see places and things we've never been able to see before. We're going to be able to attend more than one event that's happening at the same exact time and experience that in real time and even speak to somebody who's there. We're going to be able to ask questions and get answers right away. We're going to be able to live in the present instead of living in the past, the way that we currently are on social media. So let's say that you wanted to plan a vacation, right? Everybody wants to go on vacation, especially to Aruba. And any professional photographer can really make any place look absolutely amazing. But if you request a live stream, then you can see exactly what the beaches look like right here and right now. That's great, right? So what else is happening? So these days, we have a lot of information. We have a lot of access to information, right? And news media is already using amateur photos and videos and information from citizen journalists. But live streaming is going to help people have a better way to report news in real time as it's happening. And for those of you who prefer to get your information from social media, which there are many, then you'll be able to see a live stream of a news event happening as it's unfolding, unfiltered in the moment. So now, so the other thing is that because of this live streaming on phones, it's going to open a whole new world of global access to visual information. It'll be like FaceTime for the world. Now, we know that whenever we connect on social media, there's power in that, right? So you may recall that there was a recent viral video that went viral on YouTube. It's about a dolphin that's trying to escape from hunters, and it's throwing himself at the feet of a man. In the video, we hear the man struggle with the idea to either help the dolphin or merely film it. And at the end of this, the dolphin dies. and the man wishes that he had helped save that dolphin. Now, that man in that video, his name is Rick O'Barry. He's the founder of the Dolphin Project. And he's been filming for the last 13 years this annual dolphin hunt to bring awareness and a stop to this cruelty. He has a huge following on his website. But in that moment, that day, he felt alone. Now, let's imagine that same situation had it been live streamed. Now, as Rick is debating whether he should help the dolphin or merely film it, he now has thousands of people watching exactly what he's experiencing through his eyes and in the moment. Now, people are starting to have active discussions on the live chat about what to do, and they're encouraging him to help the dolphin. Someone has even started a Facebook page to bring awareness, and others are driving there locally to take a stand. Someone globally has even called the authorities and told them exactly where this is happening. And someone has sent the live stream to CNN, and it's being aired on national television for everyone to see. Now, if even in that moment, after all of this work that everyone's been doing collectively, let's say we can't save this one dolphin's life. Rick now has an immediate movement of people behind him, because you really can't experience something like this live without building a connection. And in the future, with live streaming, the connections will be immediate and the actions will be collective.